Hi everybody. We're going to talk about conic sections in this video. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually start running this video from Khan Academy. Feel free to look it up if you want on your own. Here's the URL for it. I'm going to run it. It's like 6 minutes long, a little over. So that's more or less how I want this video to be. So let me just let it run while I'm doing my thing here. I'm trying to use time management here. What Khan Academy video here is doing is it is deriving the formula for a circle. I'm going to let them do that while I talk a little bit more on the side about what conic sections are. Okay, if this is overloading, then feel free to put a piece of paper on part of the screen where they talk about the Khan Academy stuff there. Okay, now a conic section, what that is if you take two cones and flip them tip to tip like I'm doing here, you're going to have one of four things happening. Okay. First of all, you got a parabola, and that's if you take a plane and you slice it through there diagonally so that it cuts through the bottom of one of these cones, and you look down into the cone and you're going to see this parabolic shape. If you've been following my videos, I've been talking about right side up and upside down parabolas. I haven't been talking about sideways parabolas. I leave that for a college algebra discussion. This is intermediate algebra we're talking here. If you make another cut horizontally through one of these cones and you look down into the cone, what you see is a circle. And that is something that I will be talking about in this video and subsequent videos, okay? I mean, that's what Khan Academy video right here, that's what they're doing. If you make a diagonal cut through one of these cones, but not so that it exits the bottom of the cone, and you look down into it, you're going to see this oval type thing that happens, and that's what's called an ellipse. Finally, if you make a vertical cut with one of these planes, and you look sideways at this, what you see is these inverted parabolas. That's what's called a hyperbola. You'll see them opening up and down. You'll see them opening right and left. That's also something I will leave for a college algebra discussion. All right, so let's talk more about a circle. So again, what this Khan Academy video is doing here is it's deriving the formula for what we're seeing here, the circle formula. Okay, when they get to the end, you're going to see it. It's going to be x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. Now h and k, that represents the center of a circle. Okay? And r represents the radius of a circle. In fact, I'll probably even put that in here. I'll go center, and I'll go h comma k. And radius equals r. R, not 4. Okay, so if we look at this one, it says x squared plus y squared equals 9. Notice that h and k here, they're going to be 0 and 0, right? It's like x minus 0 quantity squared or y minus 0 quantity squared, which simplifies to just x squared plus y squared. Okay, and over here, notice I've got this 9 for my r squared. If you take the square root of that 9, you'll have your radius of 3. Okay, and if we graph it, you see that graph right here. X squared plus x squared plus y squared equals 9. There's my center. It's right at the origin. And then if you go out 3 units in any direction, you will see the radius. Okay, let me come down here. What we're seeing here, see how they're coming up with a circle formula? They're almost done there. Okay, let me scroll down here and look at some more stuff here. Okay, if we graph the circle, x squared plus y minus plus 2 quantity squared, you know what, let me pause it real quick. See, they've got it right there, formula of a circle. Okay, I'm actually going to close out the Khan Academy video. We've got what we need there. Hopefully that'll help you on that end. Okay, now let me come over here and do some more with circles. So we've got x squared plus the quantity of y plus 2 quantity squared equals 6. So let me tweak this formula here. Well, you know what? First of all, where do you suppose that center is going to be? Okay, if you said 0 comma negative 2, you are correct. If you said 0 comma 2, you're incorrect. Now, a lot of people make that mistake. They'll try to just take this plus 2, and that's the y coordinate. Look at the formula real quick, okay? Notice it's kind of like the opposite of what you would think. So here I have a negative h, but my center's at h, and here I got negative k, but it's at k. think of the negative sign meaning the opposite of what you see. So the opposite of a positive 2 is a negative 2. Okay, so our center of this thing is going to be at 0, negative 2. And our radius is going to be at, if you said the square root of 6, oh boy, you're right. I've got to figure out how to write a square root sign here real quick. That won't caught me off guard. There we go. You are correct there. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do that on this software. Yeah, I should be able to. So that's x squared plus a quantity of y minus plus 2 quantity squared. And that's going to equal the square root. There's my square root button. There it is. The square root of 6. Okay, let me create my plot. There, and you see it. So my center is at 0, negative 2. That's what you're seeing right there. As for the square root of 6, that's like 2.4 or something like that. Okay, so it's, or the square root of 6 is, the square root of 6, it's like, yeah, 2 point something. So this must be drawn in intervals of 2, but that is 2.4-ish that you're seeing there, okay? I'm going to pause this video at this point, and I'll do a part 2 that's going to talk about something that's a little bit harder to work with, okay? Thanks for watching.